What? Do astronauts need to hide the overview effect from the public? When they are in the dark space, what kind of shocking scene do they see when they look back at the Earth? You in front of the screen may have experienced this. When you are at a high place, overlooking the entire city, you will feel an inexplicable shock. And when astronauts look back at the Earth from space, the scene they see will be even more spectacular. As early as 1987, space philosopher Frank White first proposed the term overview effect. The so-called overview effect refers to an astronomical phenomenon, which manifests as when humans look back at the Earth from a distant place, their spiritual world will be greatly affected. In 2016, a research team from the University of Pennsylvania analyzed the words of hundreds of astronauts and finally got this shocking result. The vast majority of astronauts said in interviews that when they overlook the Earth from space, they experience unprecedented, overwhelming negative emotions. One astronaut, who did not want to be named, even said that when he looked at the small Earth from the vast universe, he was deeply convinced that humans would self-destruct in 500 to 1,000 years. Is the overview effect really that terrifying? And with the rise of space tourism projects in recent years, the overview effect is no longer a secret to the public. In 2021, a physician assistant named Haley Arsenault went to space and wrote in her memoirs, "When I was in space, for the first time I could see all the countries at the same time, and I felt a more intense sense of inequality. It was simply an ugliness buried under beauty. On the same beautiful Earth, people born on one side and people born on the other side have a huge gap in living conditions." And in October of the same year, veteran actor William Shatner took a rocket for a space trip and said publicly after returning, "When you look down at the Earth from space, you feel a huge and uncontrollable sadness." Moreover, retired astronaut Chris Cassidy hinted in an interview that he personally saw the billowing wildfires in the Amazon rainforest from space, which made him feel how serious the threat of climate change is. Finally, astronaut Michael Collins, who participated in the Apollo 11 mission, said that if politicians from all countries could experience the overview effect in space, I think many thorny political differences would disappear. Because when you look down at the Earth from space, those originally very important national boundaries, nationalities, and ethnic identities will gradually disappear. The noisy disputes will gradually calm down, replaced by a sense of identity as a member of humanity, a deep feeling of being closely connected with all of humanity. In fact, as an astronaut, when describing space experiences to the public, most will choose to hide the overview effect. The reason for this is also due to the special nature of their profession. After all, as an astronaut, they must always show their strong side and cannot show emotions such as fear or sadness, otherwise, it will be difficult to carry out the next mission. At the same time, it will also cause the public to lose confidence in the space industry. In fact, whether they are astronauts or space tourists, those who are fortunate enough to enter space have witnessed miracles that do not belong to us. A space journey will inevitably have a huge impact on their senses and thoughts.